Hi, so Matt and I are going camping for 4 days, and I thought what a great opportunity to do a reading vlog. This is the book that I'm gonna read. It's called The Guide by Peter Heller. So I think this book is a little scary, I'm not sure. It's about a pandemic and all the rich people are able to seclude themselves, and there's some guide, there's something nefarious I think happening where they are. I don't know. It's something like that. Let's go camping. We're gonna take our little puppies and see how reading goes. The place that we're going is about 3 hours from where we live. It's called Rock Cut State Park, and it's the place that when we first got our RV, it was the very first place we went because we wanted something that we could try, because an RV is kind of a lot. And so we wanted something that if we messed up, we could get home quickly and easily. But we really loved it, so it became the place that when we just want to get away and relax and not have anything too difficult, it's where we go. So that's where we're going. We bought this little fence for our dogs, and we're gonna try that out because it really sucks, or it sucks in a couple ways for them to have to be on their leashes all the time. That's sort of a hassle. So we wanted a way for them to be able to run a little bit free. So we're gonna try out this big fence. So we're gonna go camping. Next time I talk to you, I'm probably gonna be set up, ready to go, and ready to start the scary book. We're here at the campsite. It's very pretty. We've been here lots of times, so we already knew we'd like it. We even got the same spot that we typically get. We got here yesterday, got up this morning, made some coffee. I didn't read yesterday. I brought some crocheting. I started to crochet one of my scarves. I know it's August, but I don't crochet fast. I don't read fast. I've started listening to The Guide, and it's good. I'm an hour and 20 minutes in. A lot of talk about fishing, which, from context I can understand it, but a lot of fishing lingo I'm not familiar with, but so far it's a pretty good book. There's a guy who got hired as a fishing guide for rich people, and he has a very famous client right now that he's taken out fishing. There's some crazy neighbor who likes to shoot people if they're near the property, but that's pretty much as far as I've gotten. It looks like our main character has some demons that he's dealing with, and that is why he's a guide. So far, pretty good. Hour 20 minutes in, and apart from the fishing jargon, it's a perfectly good book. Tonight, Matt and I are going to take an Uber from our campsite over to a restaurant that's nearby. It's a restaurant that we go to every time we come out here. It's an all-vegan brewery that's right next to Rock Cut State Park. So we're going to do that. And that's it. I will probably check back in with you tomorrow. Have a good night. Hello. So, yesterday I woke up and made some coffee, and I needed to edit a video, which took me most of the day. So I actually didn't read anything yesterday. But today Matt and I woke up and we went on a bike ride, which was really fun. It was 2 miles. I have learned that I am incredibly out of shape, embarrassingly out of shape. It's a big problem.
Girl, you're so hot like summer. You're everything I
went to a little convenience store. It said that they have real fruit smoothies, and when we got there, she said it's a syrup and we only have banana. So we got a banana, basically a Slurpee, a slushie that tasted like that, you know what a banana flavoring is. And a giant bug landed on my arm, which sucked. But the lake that we're by is so pretty. It's so beautiful. And so once we got rid of the spider, we sat and we hung out by the lake. Then we drove home by the lake. So that was really fun. And then I just wanted to listen to my book today. And so I listened to my book and I played Fortnite all day long. It was so much fun. That's camping, right? Listening to an audiobook and playing Fortnite. But it was a blast. I am at 5 hours in the book, and the book is only 6 hours long, so I have an hour left. I don't know how much I'm going to love this book. I also don't know that I'm going to hate it either. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Mysteries and stuff like that are okay. I haven't really found a mystery that I'm just like in love with, that I'm like, oh my God, I found the best book. If you have a recommendation for a mystery that you think that I would just be like head over heels for, I would definitely accept it. But so this is okay. It's not scary at all. It's just kind of like, what's going on? For 5 hours, it's been what's going on, which is fine. An hour ago, so at like hour 4, it's gotten pretty mysterious, which is pretty fun. So tomorrow we're leaving, so what I think I'm probably going to do is we're going to take the pups for walks in the morning, of course, and then we have to tear down. So I'm either going to finish up my book tonight when we go to bed, which is a big possibility. That's probably what's going to happen. Or tomorrow when we're walking the dogs. I don't know. Either way, tomorrow I will give you an update. I just finished the book. Let me have coffee, play with my puppies, and get ready a little bit, and I will let you know what I thought. Okay, here we are. Matt is inside with the dogs, and they are barking because there's a lot of activity out here right now. Bunch of puppies walking by. So, if you hear my puppies barking, it's because they're happy. They like being here. So, let's get into the guide. It was about 6 hours long. The person who was reading the book, he sounded like he was probably in his 50s, and the book is about a guy who's 25 years old. So, and it's not told, like, the guy who's 25 years old isn't the one speaking. You know, it's like a 50-year-old guy talking about a 25-year-old guy, which is fine, but it felt like it kind of didn't match. There's a female character in here as well, and he made her just sound a certain way that if I had read it, I wouldn't have used that cadence. I wouldn't have thought that she talked like that. And the two style choices determine your thoughts on that character, if that makes sense. You know, so the person reading it was fine, not spectacular. They didn't add a whole bunch to the book, but they didn't take away from the book too much either, except for that part about the women. The book itself was okay. So I do kind of wish that I knew that it was set in COVID times. If I had just looked it up, I would have known that it was published in 2021, and therefore I would have known that the virus they were talking about was COVID. I wanted it to be a little bit more about the disease, and I thought it was going to be a scary book about the disease, where it was just kind of like COVID existed in this world, and it's hard to not, I don't want to reveal the twist, but the twist, even when the twist was revealed, the ending, the thing that they were trying to solve, it wasn't really that shocking. It wasn't like, oh my God. And there was a lot of fishing in this book. Oh my gosh, like every terminology that a fisherman would know is in this book. Sometimes when I read a book, I feel like I can feel the author, or I can hear the author instead of the story. And I feel like this man really wanted to write about fishing. This man is Peter Heller, really wanted to write about fishing. The pandemic was happening, so try to put a mystery around that. Like it was pretty blah. There was nothing scary about the book. It kind of read like an action film, which I don't think reading an action film is that fun. The intrigue, the like mystery, I felt was lackluster. Another thing that really, really bothers me about this book, and I cannot get into it too much because I don't want to spoil something for you, but in case you want to read it, but the main character, the woman character, I will just say that she was completely out of place in this book. It was a plot hole. Her existence in this place shouldn't have been. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to ruin it for you, but there was something that completely did not make sense about the woman character in this book. It just didn't fit. But, so, the guide is okay. I don't know that I would recommend it, especially to people who like thrillers. I would definitely not recommend it to people who like thrillers because I feel like it falls short. I don't know, maybe people who like thrillers would like it. I don't know, I can't tell. I didn't like it. I wouldn't recommend it. But camping was lots of fun, and I'm glad I'm here. And today's our last day, and I'm so sad because we had so much fun. Anyway, so that's it. That was the guide. Out camping. Thank you for coming with me. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, we're all packed up. We're ready to go home. Are you ready to go home, Olive? Marvin, are you ready to go home? You two ready to go home? Lovey, you ready to go home?
Ready.
Are you my little co-pilot?